Invocation of flesh. All flesh loves itself into not allowing others to feed off of its bodies. Your self love is causing your body's DNA to grow tasteless flesh. I invoke the power of universal love to inspire your highest recognitions of your true self as love. In knowing this love, you grow DNA to develop tasteless flesh. What am I talking about? I'm talking about animals. I'm talking about animals having self love, realizing that they're loved, to the point that the universe comes down to them and their self love will say, no, I will not be eaten anymore. To the point that it'll go to their DNA and they would make the, their, their, their new body cells. Body cells change they cycle every so many days, every 28 days or whatever. And 7 years you're a new person. That they will recycle into making their meat unedible or tasteless. We will all become vegetarians because one day the animal kingdom will fight back and make their meat tasteless or inedible or disgusting tasting. And we will no longer want to eat meat, even our own flesh too, all flesh, even fish. So this invocation, I just invoked. I'll invoke it again. Invocation of flesh. All flesh loves itself into not allowing others to feed off its bodies. Our self love is causing your body's DNA to grow tasteless flesh. I invoke the power of universal love to inspire your highest recognitions of your true self as love. In knowing this love, you grow DNA to develop tasteless flesh. You kind of wonder, why did the SARS virus happen? It happened in Wuhan province in China. The filth, even the Chinese people say, hey, these people are filthy. It's between animals and man. So if this really came from animals. So our guilt about eating animals, this disgusting, dirty habit of eating animals, have manifested in Wuhan with this SARS virus. It just goes to show we're starting to move out of the phase of eating animals. We're getting closer to the 100% vegetarian stage. So the SARS virus is a start of this. The guilt is coming up that we've been eating animals for thousands of years. Now we're starting to be eaten by the SARS virus. This is only the first sign of this to come. If we continue to eat animals, there be other viruses coming from animals that will eat us. Now, this invocation, maybe you might want to write it down. Maybe you want to scroll back to the beginning of the video to write it down yourself. Spread it around to other people. We must say this prayer so the DNA of animals can be unedible. So we would in time leave the habit of eating animals. My name is Frank Marcello Antonetti. I wrote the book, The Enigma of God, A Revelation to Man, by Frank Marcello Antonetti. Please read it. If you want to read the invocation one more time, I have it posted here. Invocation of flesh. All flesh loves itself into not allowing others to feed off of its bodies. Your self-love is causing your body's DNA to grow tasteless flesh. I invoke the power of universal love to inspire your highest recognitions of your true selves as love. In knowing this love, you grow DNA to develop tasteless flesh. Please read this silently to yourself. Please take a picture of this with your cell phone and print it in a Word program and send it to your friends on Facebook, social media. We must all join this chain letter of prayer to invoke this prayer so all animals would develop tasteless, unedible flesh. And we'd be out of the situation of SARS, viruses. There'd be other viruses that's going to come, even worse, if we continue to eat meat. Thank you. Be well.